What up, world? I'm Steve, founder and CEO of CryptoCrewUniversity.com, home of the #1 crypto classes. This is where we keep crypto simple. Today, another exciting video. Should you buy more Bitcoin right now? If you're new here, join the strongest family in crypto. Hit that subscribe button right now. And everybody, hit that thumbs up button. I appreciate you. It's great to see you. It's great to be back. I want to start by saying thank you. Over the past couple weeks, my newborn son had a big health scare. It was really stressful, but the strongest family in crypto showed so much support, and that was really special to me. As you know, Father's Day is just around the corner, and for a limited time, we are having a massive blowout sale. This you do not want to miss. This is your golden opportunity. I really can't believe I'm giving away the classes for this cheap. Here is how to sign up. You're going to sign up to this diamond combo if you've been in crypto for just a few months. It'll be the first link right down in the description. I'll link it for you inside the video here, or go to CryptoCrewUniversity.com. Save $1,300, which is just absurd. And then if you sign up with Bitcoin or Ethereum, an extra $300. It's just absurd. This is your golden opportunity. You're going to sign up to the gold combo, our top seller, if you've been in crypto around 1 year. It'll be the second link right down in the description. I'll link it for you inside the video down here, or go to CryptoCrewUniversity.com. If you have any questions at all on the classes, email me right now. info@CryptoCrewUniversity.com. info@CryptoCrewUniversity.com. Our #1 question is, Steve, which class is best for me? Email me that right now, and we'll get you set up before this opportunity runs out. But you know you need a strategy. This is your golden opportunity. We look forward to welcome you in. Now, we have an absolutely incredible video to get to today. I'm so excited. I know you're excited as well. So let's jump into some specifics. You're wondering, Steve, what is the screen we're on right now, and how can we see this information? This is really simple. So we're on TradingView, right? This breaks it down in such a simple way. We're going to look at this data in analytics, and we're going to decide for ourselves how we feel about it, because in this video, we're going to look at many different charts. But take a look here. What you see is you get a signal: buy, strong buy, neutral, sell, strong sell, right? And this is based on the time. And you can see this indicator is always moving around, and it's based on some mathematical formulas. As you see at the bottom, right now we have 5 sells, 7 neutral, and 16 buys. And we'll get into in a minute what that means. But most importantly, pay close attention to the time that we're going to be using, right? If you're a day trader, the skills that you're going to learn in this video, you can use in your time frames. We're going to spend this whole video on the daily chart. But if you're a day trader, you're hanging out at the 5-minute or the 15-minute. If you're a swing trader, you're hanging out at the 4-hour. If you're a long-term investor, you're hanging out at the 1 week, 1 month. Now, I created the hybrid trading strategy, custom designed strategy for the 1 day that me and all my students use. So what you can see is the summary here, right? As you scroll down, it breaks it into 2 subcategories, right? This is the overall category, and the 2 subcategories are the oscillators. What are the oscillators telling us about the market right now, as Bitcoin is at $8,112? And moving averages, what are they telling us? Right now, the moving averages are saying it's a strong buy, but the oscillators are saying to sell, right? Inconclusive data. And if you're wondering, well, which moving averages are they using? Which oscillators are they using? Because the oscillators, 2 of them are buy, 6 are neutral. If you scroll down here, it breaks it down into subcategories so that you can take a look at these charts and see for yourself. So I do want to say that nothing in today's video is financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. These are my opinions. You have to do your own research. But again, this is really highly elevated learning that you can jump on here and say, okay, the exponential moving average is at a buy. Let me take a look at this specific one so that I can learn and grow. And this one, the awesome oscillator, which it's actually a real thing, is a sell. Why is it a sell? What is it doing? So you can take a look into the details. But what we're going to do is dive deeper into some charts and really understand, if you are asking yourself this important question, which more than likely you're asking often, should I buy more right now? We're going to pick up on some skill sets that I want you to really establish throughout this journey together in this video. We're going to start here. Okay? What I want you to do is always start with the trend. And you want to start with two things. What is the trend and how powerful is it? Meaning, is the trend just getting started, or does it have substantial momentum to the upside to continue as the trend? Trends are everything, and we're just using price action to determine the trend. For example, you can see that we were in a very powerful downtrend for an extended period of time, and we've reversed trends. But we bottomed around 3,100, 3,200. But back about a year and a half ago, we saw a major trend playing out, because back about a year and a half ago, Bitcoin's price was pretty high, and everybody was really convinced that we were going back to 20,000. But we saw a powerful trend playing out, and we predicted that we would go a lot lower, and we called for the bottom to be at 3,500. Everybody thought we were absolutely insane, but it was a simple trend. Just like when you fast forward many months, when we actually bottomed, our bottoming candle here, everyone thought we were going a lot lower. But we saw a trend playing out, and we called for a legendary rally. This is back on December 15th when we were at our bottoming candle. So trends are really, really important. Here's a simple technique I want you to use. When the trend flips, that's the key. When it flips from either an uptrend or a downtrend and flips to the opposite, it breaks major support or major resistance. So in our case, if we're looking at the trend we're in, we have to identify when did it start to really identify how powerful is it. So when did this trend start? If we zoom in here, we had major resistance right around 4,100, right? You can see that we put our line here. We came up from our bottom. We got rejected from that level of resistance. We dropped back down. We created a higher low, right? We created our low here, our higher low. We went back up, got rejected again, came back down, created a second higher low. If you are creating higher lows as you approach major resistance, it's pretty likely that we're going to push through. Make sure you have that in your notes, and you can see this on all time frames. So the trend started on April 2nd. And remember, throughout this entire period here, in many videos, we said once March is finished, the charts will become really clear. Once March is finished, the charts will become really clear. And we started our trend here on April 2nd. So this is our uptrend here. And now we're asking ourselves, well, how powerful is this trend? Are we still in trend? Has this trend been broken? So we started down here. This is where we started our trend. We come up and we held support here, and we continued onward to hold support just recently, and we just recently bounced off. So when you are asking yourself, should you be buying or selling, you never want to bet against a trend, especially a trend like this, which is a little over 100 days old. Okay, I think it's 118, 119 days old that this trend has been active. Oh, that's our next one. This is 71 days, so just a few months, right? However, when you're asking yourself, well, how powerful is this trend? This is 71 days of movement. If we had broken this, that's major, right? We're going to reverse. However, when you go back in history, with Bitcoin, each trend that we were in lasts about a month. This trend from this point to here lasted 1 month. This trend from here lasted 1 month. This trend from here lasted 1 month. This is bear market. In a bull market, we could have trends last upwards of a few months before you see a bigger correction. Okay, so we're 2 months into the trend. This is noteworthy material that, hey, more than likely the trends won't last more than 3 months. Okay, so we could have a little bit more juice. However, simply put, we have not broken price action trend. The trend is still intact. It still has momentum. Okay, so we're going to jump into several other charts that build on our trend analysis. This is the next one. This is the 30-day moving average. The 30-day moving average we selected because it's been absolutely pivotal, right? We held major resistance. We came up with a large candle to break above. We came back to break below with a large candle, and we came to break above with a large candle. This is when we started the trend on the 30-day moving average. I believe this one is the one that's 118 days, right? So we came above on February 8th. You can see this candle now more closely. Large candles often break major support. Large candles often break major resistance, okay? So you can see we broke above. February 8th started this trend on the 30-day. And we're asking ourselves, what trend are we in? How powerful is it? So we broke above here and we held critical support throughout this period, right? Critical support all the way through here. And again, we're on the daily chart, okay? This whole video is going to be really focused on the daily chart. We will look at one monthly chart to get that big picture. That will be next. So major support here. And as we continued up, we held support. So throughout this entire rally, holding critical support. And then just recently, we broke below it, holding critical resistance for about 1 week. You can see this critical resistance here. And today, we are having some momentum push us above, and we're going to see if tomorrow's candle can hold as support. If it does, it's likely that prices will continue to rise. You want to watch this 30-day moving average. But we know that we are in an uptrend. We know that we have struggled the past week. We're indecisive, especially with today's candle. Tomorrow and the next day, things will start to become pretty clear as what direction we're going to take form. So with price action, it's an uptrend. We have not broken. With our moving average, we have broken. And going back to what we talked about earlier, we need to take a look at oscillators, right? Indicators, and we need to take a look at the moving averages to get that full picture. Because the question is, look, should you buy more Bitcoin right now? These are the factors that are very important. So now that we've taken a look at some smaller short-term time frames, we're going to take a look at the monthly and get that bigger view of what we can expect. All right. So we'll pop our information on here. This is the 2015. This is the 2019. We've been comparing these charts for about a year and a half. And every single day for the past year and a half, I get the question, Steve, are we still following the 2015? Bitcoin went up $7. I don't think we're following the trend. Let's take a deeper look. 5 weeks ago, we made a video and we said, are we in this move or are we in this move? And we simply said, watch the size of the candle as we approach our first major resistance. If the size of the candles are getting smaller, with long wicks, we're going to be rejected down. If candles are getting bigger, we may break through. And we said 5 weeks ago, if we break through the 6,300, our next target is 10K. Let's take a little bit deeper dive and see what Bitcoin did, because this looks like an explosive move. But as we look at it, we simply just skipped this move. That's all we did. We skipped this move and we moved into this one. Now we'll go ahead and take a look, because this looks like a really dramatic move to the upside and doesn't mirror here. If you simply take out this move, it's very similar. And let me show you. So if we take a measured move from our bottoming candle here in 2015 and we measure it through the first resistance to the second, right? From our bottom through the first resistance to our second, things start to become pretty clear. We'll go ahead and take a measured move from our bottoming candle through the first resistance to the second one, because once we break resistance, there's a lot of buying pressure to push us to our next level, and it's happened in the history of Bitcoin. Anytime you break a level, boom, you move to the next level in the next few months. You break the level, boom, you move to the next level in the next few months, generally 1 to 3 months. So from our bottoming candle through our first resistance to our next candle here, you can see that it's about 213%, right? From our bottom through our first level to our second level. Let's see if this is even close, right? Because this move looks really explosive. So let's measure our bottoming candle through our first level of resistance to our second level, 215. That one was 214. This one's 215. So simply put, our big picture trend, we just skipped this move. We had a lot of momentum pushing us through that level because our candle got bigger. We pushed through. As soon as we passed 6,003, there was a lot of buyers, right? This is not a surprise. Anytime you pass a major level of resistance, there are a lot of buyers. Just like anytime you go through a major level of support, there's a lot of sellers. Look at what happened here. As soon as we passed through our major level of support with this candle on November 1st, look at what happened. There was a lot of selling, a lot. Just like when you get through here, there's a lot of buying. This will happen in the history of mankind, in the history of charts. That's why support and resistance is so powerful. So now we understand the big picture trend. If we continue to hold 6,003, our next target is 10K, just like we said way back 5 weeks ago. That hasn't changed, right? We need to hold 6,003. And look, we could be bouncing in this channel for a few months, okay? Previously, we bounced in this channel for about 6 months, right? So we can expect a few months of bouncing around in this channel in the big picture. But the question is, should we buy more Bitcoin right now? We're going to take a deeper dive into the indicators, right? We had talked about our summary. We had talked about some moving average. We're going to move into this section and take a look at some of these indicators and what specifically they are telling us, and does it align with what we learned so far. Before we get into that, this review is coming in from Steve Sergio, who signed up to our classes, and he said, I never thought I would own one Bitcoin. And he says, quote, over the last 6 months, I've made 7 times the cost of the courses in a bear market. Steve, keep up the incredible work. We, for a limited time, are doing an absolute blowout sale for Father's Day. This is your opportunity to put your foot down and make a big change. You know that your trading hasn't gone so well. Look at your losses, look at your wins, and you know the evidence never lies. This is your golden opportunity to sign up, join our students from around the world, and have your life changed and put in touch with structure, a strong strategy to lead you to success. Here is how to sign up. You're going to sign up to the Diamond Combo if you've been in crypto around just a few months. It'll be the first link right down in the description. I'll link it for you inside the video down below, or go to cryptocrewuniversity.com. This is save $1,300, which is just absurd. And then if you buy with Bitcoin or Ethereum, it's an extra $300 savings automatically on our website. Any questions, info@cryptocrewuniversity.com. Email me. You're going to sign up to the Gold Combo, our top seller, our most popular one, if you've been in crypto around 1 year. It'll be the second link right down in the description. I'll also link it for you inside the video down below, or go to cryptocrewuniversity.com. The biggest question is, Steve, which classes do I sign up for based on my experience? Email me right now with your experience. I'll get you set up with the best classes for you and your situation. info@cryptocrewuniversity.com. info@cryptocrewuniversity.com. Limited time only. Do not let this opportunity pass you by. It's ridiculous how cheap I'm giving away these classes right now to celebrate Father's Day. All right. What I want you to do is pause this video, take a look at the indicators right now. Take a look at the indicators right now in price action and see if you can see what I'm about to show you. There's something major happening with the indicators and price. So pause this video. I'm going to unlock it now and we'll see if you were correct. What we can see is clear divergence. Again, we're on the daily chart. So is divergence on the daily chart the be all end all most powerful thing? Absolutely not. Divergence on a weekly chart is way more powerful than on a daily, and divergence on a monthly chart is a lot more powerful. Furthermore, divergence on more than 2 to 3 indicators is more sufficient evidence, right? So we have divergence just for about a month, meaning price was going up, indicators are going down. Price is making higher highs, indicators are making lower highs. What does it mean? It means that price, more often than not, reverses. Price does the opposite of what it's been doing. However, this is divergence on a daily chart, right? If I was showing you divergence on a monthly chart, then we can get really, we would be drooling from the mouth, right? So if we went to a weekly chart, just for an example, we can't see any divergence because price is moving up, so are the indicators. However, if we went to a monthly chart, we would be able to see divergence with one indicator, with here, the volume oscillator. We have the RSI, we have the MFI, volume oscillator, and the stochastic RSI, right? You can see clearly from December 1st, we had our high in the volume oscillator, and then we moved into a lower high, obviously price making a higher high. However, the other 3 indicators are a no-go. Remember, the more indicators that show the same information, the more powerful that trend would be. So back to the daily, we've got divergence, right? So we need to pay close attention to this over the next few days to 2-ish weeks to see how this is playing out. We know already that our trend has not broken for price. We are watching closely the trend for our 30-day moving average because we're trying to hold it back as support. We know the big picture, what to look for with the 6,003 and the 10,000. And our oscillators are telling us a clear story right now, so we need to pay close attention to that. Let's get to some other indicators and what they are telling us as a whole. So we have these right here, powerful. We have got the MVT, which was designed specifically for Bitcoin. Something really interesting has just recently happened with the MVT, and then we'll get to the ADX and DI in a moment, which you learned about in the last video. So what has happened with the MVT? We have been waiting and watching for a change from red to blue, and we got it, but just for one day. What does that mean? Well, we've had essentially a warning sign. The red is a warning of what's to come, and with the MVT on the daily chart, this can partake for quite a while because we've had it since April 1st, which is our whole uptrend for that 72-day period. But has this happened before? Have we moved from red to blue just for one day? Yeah, we have. It's happened a few times. If we go back in history here, it happened twice in 2018. It happened in August 19th, where we moved into the blue territory for just a day, and it also happened here on September 8th, right? What this told us, and then we went into a real consolidation period, and remember our 3-day death cross that we called out well before it happened. We were prepared from a drop from 6K down to our 200-week moving average, but you can see that this happened twice, leading up to a really prolonged red. So we're still patient with the MVT, okay? This is still gaining some momentum to the upside, so we'll have to wait to see how that plays out over the next few weeks, right? The ADX DI, which you learned about in the last episode, what that is telling us is take a look at our yellow line here, and we can go ahead and make this a little bit bigger so that we can see it more clearly. The trend that we're in is losing momentum, right? The trend we're in is losing momentum. The trend being what we showed you here. Price action trend still intact. You can see how we've lost momentum here, right? And we need to pay close attention to see how this is going to react over the next handful of days. This is also telling us that the bears have been in control since June 4th, but not by much. You can see that there's not a big gap. Remember, we learned about the gap in the past episode, and if the bigger the gap, the more power behind, and the momentum rising, the more power behind. This is essentially a consolidation period and a power struggle between the bulls and the bears. And you can see that we may be heading towards a cross here in the next few days. We'll have to watch that closely to see if our green crosses above and the bulls take control. We'll have to watch the gap and watch our momentum to see how much power is behind these trends. So trends are so important when you are here. So make sure that you subscribe, join the strongest family in crypto, hit that subscribe button right now to stay up to date on all this information. But we have a lot more to get into because we've got some information that's saying, okay, we're at a buy now, right? This is not financial advice, but this is what the information, the mathematical equations is telling us. There are far more buying signals right now than selling. We're looking at our oscillators. We're saying, okay, they're saying overall to sell. We have a strong buy with our moving averages. We know that our trend is intact. We have not broken our price action trend. We know that our moving average, we are battling it right now. We know that in the big picture, things are looking good. If we hold 6.3 in the next few months, we should battle 10. We know that our oscillators, our indicators are telling us a little bit different story. That, hey, there's some warning signs we could be reversing in price, right? So our MVT is not telling us anything significant right now, and our trend is losing momentum and nobody really is in control. So we have this data, and the question is, well, am I buying right now, right? Am I buying right now? What I want you to know is that we looked at BTC USD today on the daily chart. This is one pair, right? And I follow my customized hybrid trading strategy, which I designed from ground zero. This strategy uses the daily, and we really focus on trading pairs. With this specific pair, I can tell you that we're getting close. My students know what we're watching for. We're watching for a specific signal to come in to give us the green light, and we're getting close. However, there are a few other trading pairs that are looking really good right now, right? So you have to do your own due diligence, your own research. Am I buying this pair right now? No. But there are many other pairs that I'm drooling from the mouth to get into. But this is the system. This is the structure that you need. And I'll tell you what, if you have been in crypto for less than 5 years, look at the results that you've gotten. How many wins, how many losses, and be honest with yourself. You've got to make a change if you're not really doing well. You're doing something wrong. There are so many mistakes out there that I see, and people are mainly just buying and crossing their fingers and hoping it works and trying to buy the dip and then trying to sell, and they don't know when to sell. Should I sell now? Should I wait? Should I wait for the top? Should I buy at the bottom? There are so many mistakes, but you have to do your own due diligence and look honestly at your structure. Without a specific structure to a strategy, without details in a system, it's going to be impossible. You have to know that 95% of people will fail in crypto. 95%. Just think about that number for a second. Think about how many people you know in crypto, how many people you see on social media. Wow, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. 95% of them will fail. 95%. That's not my opinion. That's a fact. These are facts. 95%. You don't want to be in that category. You can't do what all those people are doing. You need a system. You need structure. You need a strategy. You need a step-by-step and a clear solution. You need that in order to be successful. So that's what we focus on. That's what we focus on. My students, we know what to look for. There are some signals coming in. This is a student, John P, coming in that says, quote, "This man is a legend." Thank you, John P. Quote, "I have been gambling with my money and struggling to learn on my own. Today, I have gained much more confidence and patience. I have already made 182% on my first trade just from the beginning." John P., keep up the great work. We applaud you. And for a limited time, we are having an absolute blowout sale. Do not miss this opportunity. This is your opportunity on a golden platter with ridiculous savings. I can't believe I'm giving away the classes for this cheap. Here's how to sign up. This is the Diamond Combo. You're going to sign up to the Diamond Combo if you've been in crypto for just a few months. It'll be the first link. Look right down in the description or go to cryptocrewuniversity.com. And again, save $1,300 right now, which is ridiculous. And if you use Bitcoin or Ethereum to sign up, automatically an extra $300. You're going to sign up to the Gold Combo, our top seller, our most popular by far, if you've been in crypto around 1 year. It'll be the second link right down in the description. I'll link it for you inside the video down below, or go to cryptocrewuniversity.com. If you're wondering, Steve, which classes are best for me in my situation, email me right now with your situation. info@cryptocrewuniversity.com. Email me right now, info@cryptocrewuniversity.com. I look forward to welcome you in. Join our students from around the world that are having their lives changed. Now, it's time to get to Steve's secrets to success. Oh, well, first we have to get to, if you guys are watching right now, join the strongest family in crypto. Join the strongest family in crypto and hit this button. You don't want red, and make sure you hit that bell and subscribe. You're also going to go to cryptocrewuniversity.com, scroll all the way to the bottom, plug in your email address, and hit subscribe to get some latest, greatest information. You're also going to head over to Twitter and follow CryptoCrewU. Once you've done that, you are up to date on all of our most important information. Now, yes. Again, I just want to say really thank you. The past couple of weeks have been really strenuous with my newborn son's health. It was tough. I'm not going to lie. It was tough, but the support that I got from you was just incredible. It really uplifted me and my family. So thank you so much. That was so special. We have the strongest family in crypto. There's no doubt about it. Okay, now Steve's secrets to success. This, if you guys are new, Steve's secrets to success is really to affect your life in a really powerful way, to elevate your life. We talk about so many different things in life. Yes, we talk about trading as well. We talk about the mind. We talk about giving. We talk about standing for something, believing in yourself. We talk about so many things, and they're all to elevate your life. We not only talk about crypto and really changing your life with crypto, but we elevate it, right? My classes, my YouTube videos are powerful, right? You see the charts so clearly, but my YouTube videos do not teach you how to make money. That's what my classes do. There's a substantial difference. My YouTube videos are strong. They don't teach you how to make money. If you want to know how to make money, you take my classes, right? Let me explain way back. I got into investing when I was 16. Got into the stock market at 16. And there was one thing I hated about the investment industry as a whole. It drives me crazy. The investment industry is structured in such a way that the rich people get so many opportunities that the average person would never see, they never even knew existed. So the investment industry for the history of mankind is specifically designed for the wealthy to get more wealthy, and for the average person to get punched in the face, kicked in the gut, and left for dead. And that's always really drive me crazy. Me coming from a family that we had no money, and we really struggled to pay rent every month and to keep the lights on. So coming from where I came from, when I got into the investment industry, I knew right away I needed to make a big change with that thing. I didn't like it at all. Now, fast forward a bunch of years, crypto came out, and I saw, okay, this thing has the potential to really be a big transfer of wealth. However, the industry was really different than the stock market. In the stock market, everybody really had a lot of experience. I mean, the majority of people were really buttoned up, more than 5 years experience. In crypto, when I got into crypto, I saw the average person getting absolutely obliterated, and I needed to do something about it. I felt a strong connection coming from where I came from to help those people, because for the history of mankind, the investment industry is designed to punch them in the face. So people came into crypto with no experience. They came in with 6 months experience, 1 year, maybe 2 years, maybe a few years, but they had no idea what they're doing, and they were getting destroyed. So I said, I'm going to create YouTube videos. I'm going to explain it in such a simple way that it'll really connect deeply with them. They can gain more knowledge and wisdom. I'm going to do these Steve Secrets that really elevate their level of their mind and really give them some tools. And then I'm going to create classes to teach them how to make money and really elevate it. So this is where it came in, because there are two major mistakes that I see the average person doing when they get into crypto. We could go through 37 of them. I'm going to name 2 of them right now that are really substantial. Well, I'm going to name 3. I'll give you 3. Number 1, people come into crypto without much experience, and they say, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to watch a little bit of this person on YouTube and this person on YouTube and this person, and then I'm just going to wing it. I'm going to trade based on what I think they mean and just hope for the best. That is an absolute disaster. You're going to get punched in the face so many times, and you probably have. Look at your past trades. Have you made trades based on what you think people are saying? For me, I can only speak for my YouTube videos. I've never told you when I'm buying or selling. I've never given you specific, I'm buying at this candle. Here's my trade setup. Here's my stop loss. Here's where I'm taking profit at the top. Here's the strategy. Here's the structure. Here's the breakdown. Never. That's what my classes are for. So you should never do that. Number 2, position size. My goodness, there's so many mistakes made with position size. Now, let's keep it super simple. Let's say you have a $10,000 portfolio in crypto. If you are trading with, or if you're making trades with 5,000, trades for 6,000, 7,000, if you're trading with the majority of your whole portfolio each trade, that's a secret for absolute disaster. You'll be punched in the face and kicked in the gut so many times, and you're going to be left bleeding on the street. This is a disaster. You need to do the exact opposite. Each trade you need to make with a very small portion of your total portfolio, so that you have a system and a structure in place, and you're protected on the upside, you're protected on the downside, and you're protected with your overall strategy, because your overall strategy is built to win more than it loses. But if you don't have a strategy, it is almost impossible, really, honestly, almost impossible. You have to remember, 95% of people will lose this game. This is a game. This right here is a game. Make no mistake about it. We are playing a game. Just like people who play poker, you think they're going in and say, I'm just going to wing it and see. No. The people that have a strategy and a structure, they dominate and they win way more than they lose. This is a game, and you have to understand that. You have to know how to play the game. What are the rules to the game? How do I win the game? Who wins most? What are they doing to win the most? This is a game, and you have to play to win. So position size is a disaster. Think about this, right? This is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor, but watch your position sizes. The next thing is risk-reward ratio. And people might say, well, Steve, yeah, I've heard that before. I kind of get it, and I try to use it. But what I see happening are people just jump into a trade, mainly because somebody on YouTube, they think they meant something, and they try to trade, and they just keep their fingers crossed. But they jump into a trade without any structure, meaning they have no structure on the downside. They don't know when they're going to sell if in the event things start going south. And they have no idea when they're going to sell on the upside. They have no idea. They just get into a trade and they think, well, I hope for the best. That's a disaster. You have to know how much you're risking. Let's say you make a trade and you're risking 50 cents on the dollar to make 50 cents on the dollar. That's horrific. And if that is French to you, then you definitely need a strategy. You have to know how much you're risking and how much the reward is. And you need a balanced ratio set in your system, in your structure. And if you're a student of mine, write a comment right now about what you thought before and what you think now. So if you're a student of mine, write a comment of what you thought before and now and how these things really changed your life. So risk reward ratio is significant. And a lot of people jump into a trade and they say, you know what? I kind of know where I want to sell, but let me see what the market does first. Woo! That's a secret for disaster. You're going to be left bleeding on the street every time. You have to know everything about the trade before you make it. Before you hit that buy button, you know exactly your risk reward, you know exactly your position size, you know exactly where your stop losses are, you know exactly where you're taking profits, you know exactly what to look for in the trade. Everything is buttoned up before. That's how you become successful and not in the 95% of people that just keep getting punched in the face. I want to help you. I am here to help the average person, to make the charts clear so that you can learn tools, you can learn different indicators, you can learn the oscillators, you can learn different systems. But my classes teach you how to make money. So what I do, and this is what really drives me, is really helping people in this industry make sense of it. Because look, for the history of mankind, it's designed for the wealthy to become more wealthy. And there's a lot of dirtiness in the investment world where the wealthy get these opportunities to buy in at certain stocks at certain prices, which nobody would ever have the option to do. And that drives me crazy. But this game, crypto, is going to make a lot of people a lot of money, and it's going to lose a lot of people a lot of money. And I want to make sure you're on the right side with seeing the big picture really clear, learning and growing. In each video I make, you need to be taking notes and learning and growing and really elevating your strategy. And then Steve's Secrets to Success, you take your life to a new level, right? You need this. You've got to focus in on what's important, because this is a major opportunity right in front of us. We've been waiting for a year and a half to get out of the bear market. And I said there's light at the end of the tunnel. We had talked about it at length. Light at the end of the tunnel. We're here. We are here. Have we started the bull market? Yes. Yeah, many weeks ago. We said what we needed to do. We're in phase 3 of the Golden Cross. We're above our 200-day moving average. Those are the only 2 checkboxes we need to be officially in a bull market, and the exact opposite to be in a bear market. So the time is now. The time is now. So I'm sorry for getting off on a tangent. I'm really passionate about this topic. I can talk for hours about it, but please stop making these major mistakes, really. Let's see if we have anything else to cover. So yeah, if you're a student, write a comment right now of what you were experiencing before and what you experience now, and how things have really changed for you, and that you see things more clearly. I want to know a comment about what your strategy is. Right? Not if you're my student, but if you're not my student, write down what your strategy is. Comment in what you're thinking about the market as we speak right now, as Bitcoin is at $8,172. Right. The last thing I want to leave you with, and this is a big mistake a lot of people are doing, my YouTube videos are powerful, but they do not teach you how to make money. That's what my classes are for. So just really understand those massive differences that we're going to learn a lot in the YouTube videos. We're going to really, really elevate your game, but we're not teaching you how to make money. That's what my classes are for. Big difference, huge difference. So we're back on the Wednesday schedule. I'll be back here next Wednesday. Also leave a comment if you have an idea for the next Steve's Secrets to Success, or a question you have. Hey, I want to learn more about this topic. Can you talk about that in the next Steve's Secrets to Success? We'd love to see that, so we can keep growing and elevating everybody's minds and spirits, especially as it associates with crypto. So if you haven't already, drop a big like. Thank you to everybody that comes on the video and boom, right away, leaving likes, leaving the positivity. Positivity attracts positivity, and that's what we're really pushing with all of our videos, because nobody's doing it like that. There's a lot of negativity in the world. We don't pay attention to any of it. We don't pay attention to the news. We're not doing paid ads ever. One of the, maybe the only 2 crypto channels, I think there's 2 crypto channels that haven't taken paid ads. We're one of them, and we never will. Nobody will buy our words. We always speak from the heart. We speak the truth, and we're here to change people's lives. At the end of the day, that's what we were born to do. That's what I do every single day, and that's what I'm continue to do for the rest of my life. Change as many lives as I can, especially through crypto. I'll see you right back here next Wednesday. Drop a like. Make sure you subscribe. Join the strongest family in crypto. And love you guys. I'll see you right back here next Wednesday. Peace and love to the crypto crew.